Hi Libra, welcome to Tea and Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here with me. This will be your official mid-month of June love reading. First off, you should know that this will be considered a timeless reading. So although I'm doing it for the 16th through the 30th, again, please consider it timeless. So whenever you happen to come across this reading, know that it's for you. Also, in tarot, the energies are interchangeable, so it's important for you to correlate them in the reading as they go. You may come across masculine or feminine energies. Correlate them how they go into your story, okay? Also, take what resonates. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Not everything in this reading will be for you. Certain messages may not resonate with you directly. Again, if it don't apply, let it fly. So without further ado, this will be a 3-card reading. So one will be for your current energy, one is for your current situation, and the final one is what to do moving forward. I'll be using my Light Seer's Tarot deck today, as well as my Angels and Ancestors Oracle. I'll pull that at the end of the reading as a final message. All right, so please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment if the reading resonated. Also, be sure to let me know where you are watching from. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I love you. I love you. I love you. All right, so Spirit, tell me what's going on with Libra. Tell me what I need to see for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for June 16th through the 30th. Tell me what I need to see for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, June 16th through the 30th. Libra, some of you are giving birth to new ideas. Some of you are being moved forward. Some of you are starting families. It's important for you to remain yourself, to stick close to your own ideals, and not be so easily influenced or conform to what other people's ideas for your life should be, I guess. I'm going for Libra's current energy and love. All right, Libra, I'm going to pull your 3 cards. First card in love, we got the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. Second card out for your current situation is the 4 of Wands. And your last card for moving forward, 2 of Cups. Oh, Libra, you're going to be in love and stuff. Okay. So, starting off, we got the 8 of Swords. Let me see. Here we go. All right. So, starting off with the 8 of Swords, Libra, you could be doing some mirror work, mirror magic, I would say. Definitely doing some shadow work within yourself. If you can see the image, the girl, you know, right here is not bound and tied, but she's looking into her reflection and feeling that way. So, in love, this could be that you may be feeling bound and tied in a situation that isn't satisfying to you in a way. It could also be that there are parts of you in this relationship that you're seeing that you may need to be working on, that you're looking in the mirror and thinking about, you know, the reflection, pretty much looking at your reflection, looking at your flaws, looking at things, doing the shadow work, seeing what issues that you have internally, subconsciously, what childhood trauma may be, you know, carrying itself out in your relationship. The swords do represent conflict, so it could be a level of conflict in communication currently in your relationship, or a lack of understanding. One person may feel one way and the other person feels the exact opposite. You know, there's a contradiction in the relationship. This is either within yourself internally or with your partner. I'm going to clarify. This 8 of Swords also speaks to some things that you may want to keep a secret. There may be certain aspects about yourself that you or your person wants to keep a secret, or there are certain things that you want to know about this individual that they may not tell you directly, and that could be causing you issues as well. That there's information or knowledge that you want to attain about yourself or your person that it's like you can't really get to it almost. This is Eight of Swords for Libra in love. What's this Eight of Swords for Libra in love? What's this Eight of Swords for Libra in love? The Hermit. Perfect. So yes, Libra, you are definitely in a state of doing your shadow work. And then you have the Six of Swords at the bottom. You're leaving old ways behind in love. It's probably greatly affected your relationship in some way. There's some sort of attitude problem or something that you have going on, Libra, either you or your person, where it's caused a lot of conflict in your relationship. And now your partner may very well be like, you know what, either you're going to change or we cannot move forward because it's been difficult for me. It could be that, not maybe that the relationship was one-sided, but it could be that Libra, either you or your person has selfish sort of tendencies. Maybe you guys could be the baby of the family or the only child or what have you, so you may not be used to sharing or used to being considerate or considering others in certain aspects. And so they could be looked at as like narcissistic qualities, but you don't necessarily mean for them to be that way. And look, then the Six of Swords went ahead and popped out. You're definitely coming into an energy, Libra, where it is time for you. It's not only something that you want for yourself, but it's time. Like, you've come to the place in your development overall where this energy just naturally is going to take place in your life. Because you are coming into such that you have to be responsible for other things at this point, or other people, or that you have to take accountability for your relationship or the direction that you want your relationship to go. You guys are being divinely guided. You and your partner are being divinely guided with one another. It's just necessary, again, for you to do the shadow work. This Hermit, you see, she's like floating, you know, almost like, it's not teleportation, levitation. So she's levitating above everything that's below here, you know, coming to a higher state of mind, a higher state of being, you know, just up in the frequency, coming into enlightenment about, again, what her purpose is, how communication is probably a very big thing. So right now, because you could be in a state of, in the hermit mode, you may not want to be very communicative with your partner, for the simple fact that you're just turning internally at this point. You don't want to talk about the same old things over and over. Or your partner doesn't want to keep telling you you don't want to keep telling your partner certain aspects about themselves that bother you, and vice versa. Your partner does not want to keep doing the same thing. So this could be both of your energies that you guys are possessing, where you're going internally and looking at, you know, what do I need to do in order to move forward to make this relationship long and beneficial and happy and joyful for the both of us. Give me one more card for Libra's current energy. These swords are out here, so Libra, you could be dealing with another Libra, but these swords are air energy. So your energy is already out here in the reading with the Eight of Swords. This is already showing that you're doing your shadow work. You're trying to do the work that's necessary for you to keep moving forward. It might not be the best feeling either. The Six of Swords shows that this girl is kind of, it's almost like being dragged, being forced into a state of enlightenment and growth. And it don't always feel the best, because growing pains, when you think about growth, that's you stopping all the shit that you used to do before in order to move forward. And it can be hard. It can be painful to let go of old habits, and to let go of things that maybe we've carried on for a lot. This doesn't only speak to physical habits, but also mental ones. Things that just characteristics that you've had for this long. that have now played themselves out in your relationship. The Six of Swords. And Three of Wands. So yes, Libra, again, you're definitely looking forward to creating a new sense of direction within yourself and your relationship. Okay. All right, Libra. So moving on. This is Four of Wands. For Libra's current energy, or for Libra's current situation, what's the Four of Wands? The Four of Wands speaks to, in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, the Four of Wands speaks to family. This one is showing me almost a level of closeness, of nostalgia, of wanting to, I mean, there is a circus in the back, but this is telling me that you want to get back to the fun aspects, the nostalgic and reminiscent aspects of your relationship. Either you or your partner are probably in that state. The Four of Wands does represent the 11-11. It comes into alignment. So maybe before you and your partner, or presently, again, y'all are non-communicative. Y'all have difficulties kind of seeing eye to eye maybe right now. But the Four of Wands shows that you want to come back into alignment. That maybe you're using techniques in regards to reminiscing and going back to your old ways and seeing what it is that you guys used to do that kept you guys happy. And really getting back to that so y'all can live in harmony pretty much. What's the Four of Wands, Spirit? Queen of Swords. Yes, becoming diplomatic. I always think that's the first thing that I think of. But more air energy, okay? So Libra, you are coming into possessing the energy of just being a powerful individual. This is your enlightenment. This is you being content with who you are, doing all of the shadow work that's necessary for you to really have a good, happy, loving relationship. Again, you got the birds. The birds always represent divine guidance, your guides. So again, this is you just becoming almost like a warrior for yourself. I'm looking at her and I think warrior. I'm thinking just really confident, really sweet at the same time. She speaks her mind, but she says what she wants to say. She does it in a manner that's very gentle though. So that could be the thing as well, where instead of being argumentative with your partner about certain aspects of their character that bothers you, then now you're learning a new way to communicate so that it's effective, so that you kind of get your way. Not so much out of manipulation, but you speak now, or you are coming into a place where you're going to speak in such a manner that you can kind of sway your partner to be more open to doing things for you. Maybe before, if you didn't do things a certain way, or if your partner didn't do things a certain way, it will really bother you. And the way you communicated that, it was like real attitudinal and standoffish, and oh, I don't want to talk, and it was just not effective. And so now it's necessary for you to come into that level of effective communication. Okay. Clarify this Queen of Swords. What this bowl is right here. If you can see, Libra, this bowl in the corner, just a side note, I think this is speaking to storing away energy. it's important that you don't just give away that during this transition okay, let's decipher. This transition is not about solely keeping your partner happy. This transition speaks to coming into alignment with yourself and learning to compromise, not forget all of your morals and values and ethics. Again, it's about compromising. Store up your energy, okay? Be sure to keep certain things tucked away for yourself. This could be money, this could be time for yourself, this could be, just whatever. Keep your energy stored away, all right? Keep little energy pockets stored away for yourself so that you can take time to really enjoy and keep that energy high for your relationship. This could be speaking to just having time away, just taking some time to go to the spa or go for a run or doing anything that will keep your mind clear, keep your body healthy, that sort of thing. What's this Queen of Swords? And then more queens. You do have a lot of queens here. This Queen of Pentacles came out in reverse, which I don't necessarily like. This could just be speaking to you switching out your energy. So you're putting down the Queen of Pentacles, or don't be the Queen of Pentacles. Don't be the one, like I said, don't be the one during the spiritual journey to think that, oh, this is about turning away from my own morals and values and just taking on what my partner wants to keep them happy. That's the only way this relationship is going to work. That's not the idea that Spirit wants you to have. Spirit wants you, again, to be diplomatic, to be smart. The Queen of Pentacles, you can see she's kind of dreamy and she's just like, yes, here, you can have it, my love. The Queen, that's how the Queen of Pentacles is. She's just very giving. She's the humanitarian. She's the one that likes to keep people healthy and happy and fed and clothed and with money and everything that they need. So it's important that, like I said, you don't turn away from your own morals and values, and you continue to keep energy stored up for yourself. Keep money set to the side for yourself. Keep time, keep all those things, This could also be saying, Libra, that maybe you've been in a state of lacking creativity, or you've kind of turned away from your the creative aspects to who you are. Get back to this, because that will keep you grounded in a way. Those are one of those energy pockets that you can have stored up away for you, for those times of frustration, or where you don't really want to talk, or where you just need to breathe and be away, spend time with yourself. Okay, so keep doing that. What's the Queen of Pentacles in reverse? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. There's something in regards to money that's been heavy on your mind, Libra. I don't know if it's because of job loss or something that's coming in, or there was a loss of money or a missed opportunity, because you gave to one thing and didn't give to another, and then it's like you could have you gave to the wrong thing, you invested in the wrong thing, and you didn't get a return on your investment. And so that's probably why Spirit wants you to really be sure to read the fine print on the things that you're getting into in regards to this relationship, because your partner could have very well thought that this was a worthy investment, and you went along with it thinking that it would be good, and it didn't turn out that way, and you probably went against your better judgment. That's why Spirit has been saying this whole time, don't go against your better judgment. If you feel like it's not a good idea, you need to be open to expressing that. That's what this Queen of Swords is about too. She's not going to put herself in any situations that's going to be detrimental for her livelihood. You can't just give frivolously and just because you think or someone else says that it's a good idea, or you can't live your life based off of what somebody else wants you to do. What else? What's this? Seven of Swords. Who ran off with y'all money though? What's this Ace of Pentacles? What's this Ace of Pentacles? What's Ace of Pentacles in reverse? Judgment. Yeah, it was a bad Libra, this is either past energy or currently. You gave up, you went against your better judgment on something in regards to money. Or it could have just been an individual with Earth in their chart. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. But there was a lack of judgment in regards to whatever situation this was, or that it has been. You were not confident in where this relationship, maybe this is a new relationship, or maybe you haven't known this person for extremely long, and there were certain situations that you put yourself in where you lack judgment. This Queen of Pentacles can also be speaking to birth in some way. So maybe some of you are currently in a situation with a child's father, or someone that you could be pregnant by. And because of this, you may have missed opportunities because there was a lack of judgment. You didn't make the best decisions. You made decisions based off of just love or affection or what have you. But at this time, you could be feeling like this is great. This is about to greatly affect my money. This is greatly about to affect, you know, my future opportunities that I may receive. You could be feeling that way at this point. What's this? Temperance. You got a lot of major arcana. Judgment card, Temperance. You got the Hermit. Okay, so thus far it's, you know, it's 3 different major arcana. So you are dealing with different transitions. They are not transitions that feel the best. Again, you're operating between the sun and the moon at this point. You're going back and forth between 2 different ideas of what you think things should have been, or you're dealing with people around you who kind of want you to live the life based off of what they think it should be. And you find yourself missing out on opportunities to deal with people and network and with others in such a manner. So in regards to love, it could be your partner that's preventing you from doing this, or again, a current situation with your partner where you're missing opportunities based off of whatever you and this individual may be involved in at this point. Give me another card for Libra's current situation. Five of Wands, yes. Deeply conflicted, my dear. Deeply conflicted. Passionate, but deeply conflicted about what's going on. There was some sort of betrayal, maybe too. The Ten of Swords is on the bottom of the deck, speaking to a level of difficulty. Or this could be you getting over the betrayal of maybe someone that you've been with for a long time. And you could be in a state of being the Queen of Swords and not the Queen of Pentacles, and being in that dreamy state because you realize what sort of bullshit you maybe have gone through with this individual. Now you're really focused with this Temperance card. You're really focused on your own enlightenment and to just coming into the alignment with who you are as an individual. But there's conflict because you may be bound or you may be tied to this person, this individual in some sort of way. However, you you probably are tied to this individual but didn't really want to be tied to them in that manner. And so now it's caused a lot of, it's causing internal conflict with you, Libra. More fives. Conflict internally. Maybe conflict in the home as well. Conflict financially. Definitely a life transition. You got 2 5s. And then a 10. So it's a transition, but you'll come to the end of this cycle. But it's not going to be easy, Libra. It's going to require you to definitely budget your money. You have to just go about everything different. Things that you used to do before, you cannot do at this point. It's not that you can't, but you have to go about it in a different manner. It's now time to replan, which is probably what this 4 of Wands up here is saying as well. That because it was a situation where you were putting all your stops, you were investing everything into it, and maybe this situation moved a little faster than you had anticipated. You didn't think it all the way through, and now you're deeper in than you actually realized or wanted to be at this point. It's caused a level of conflict. And now you really want to work on yourself and come into enlightenment and make the best out of this situation. You don't want to be conflicted with this individual. You don't want to have any difficulties with communication, because what you guys have to do going forward is gonna be detrimental to your household. So with this 5 of Pentacles right now, you guys may be in a state of difficulties financially, communication wise, or what have you. But I feel like you guys will come out of it, because again, you're at stage 5. You're at the stage of a transition. So it's like either you're gonna go down or you're gonna go up. And then if you can see in this 5 of Wands, these people are climbing up. You know, they're climbing up these wands, trying to get to the top, trying to reach the fire. So yeah, you're either gonna go down, or you're gonna fall to the ground, or you're gonna climb up the wall and keep going. With this 5 of Pentacles, if you are having difficulties with money or what have you, again, it's just going to be a manner of you budgeting and replanning as far as what you want financially, where your partner wants to be financially. Spending, you could be spending frivolously, taking vacations, buying clothes, and doing all type of other shit. It may not be the time for that right now, Libra. It may be time to just reevaluate your entire situation and really put yourself in the position to where going forward you can be comfortable to deal with whatever this is that you are dealing with, whatever this is you and your partner have, whatever difficulties financially or what have you. And y'all both have to work together. This can't be a situation where y'all are speaking individually or operating as individuals anymore. If this is what you both want, to come into alignment with one another, you have to operate as a team and be willing to communicate and not be selfish. This is 5 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. You got a lot of Pentacles. You are very, very worried about your money right now. And then 5 of Swords is on the bottom. Your spirit guides are definitely trying to communicate with you as well. Libra, if you don't know who your spirit guides are, think about, you know, as simple as who you were closest to before they passed on. Your spirit guides want to speak to you. They want to give you, or spirit in general, the great spirit in general wants to speak to you. They want you to stop ignoring the messages and signs that you have. You have a 555 out here, which speaks to, again, that life transition. So if you're seeing synchronicities and numbers, it's important that you begin looking those messages up. You see 1111, 222, 1010, 1212, 333, things like that. 555. Look up those messages, because Spirit is trying to speak to you in such a manner that it directs you to what you want to do next or what you should do next. There's difficulties in your money, in the state of, you know, your money and your opportunities, or where you feel like you can go. This Page of Pentacles can be saying that you feeling like you're held back. That you feel like, okay, well, damn, I'm not going to be able to do the things that I once used to do. Yeah. And then there's that Ten of Swords. You might be feeling betrayed by somebody that you maybe seen potential in. What's this Ten of Swords in reverse? With the Knight of Pentacles. Damn, that's a lot of earth energy. You're definitely dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. All right. Whoever this Knight of Pentacles is, they are a slow-moving sort of gentleman. Very focused on money, time, energy, but in such a manner that I'm getting that the main focus behind this masculine energy is mainly establishing themselves financially, and like they'll almost do, that's almost like their main focus. Like they don't really foster anything as outside of, you know, it's not that it's no romance. It's just all about money. And you want to have a connection with someone. There it is with the Six of Cups. You want to have a deep connection with someone, a long lasting deep sort of connection. And according to this Knight of Pentacles, from what he's looking at, he may be looking in the other direction. Not necessarily saying that he doesn't want this connection, but his energy is focused elsewhere. And that may be why things are so difficult for you right now. That may be why you're feeling conflicted. And you see it took him forever to come out too. This Knight of Pentacles. He's slow moving as hell. Because I'm wondering, like, this whole time, like, what is it? What is it? It's the Knight of Pentacles. He's slow moving. He's slow to make himself known. He's slow when it comes to ideas, when it comes to planning. It's just everything has to, like, it's just got to be a long, drawn out sort of situation. And that probably really annoys the fuck out of you, Libra. He just takes his time. He lollygags, maybe. Maybe he even procrastinates. You probably have to encourage this person over and over to keep, you know, or remind this person constantly what they need to do or what have you. And it's like you're so organized, and this person, they may be organized too, but it's on a certain extent. They put certain things as a priority over others. So this could be work, you know, that they put up as a priority, and then everything else, as far as the relationship, as far as home life, maybe children or what have you, it's like that's kind of, it's not the last thing, but it comes last. It's not before money or foundation. That's what your person is focused on. Money and foundation before anything. What's the Knight of Pentacles? And he's slow moving when it comes to the romance. Lord Jesus. Yeah, Nine of Cups. And Libra, you just want to be free. You want to be free to give love, to receive love, and to manifest all of your desires. It could be a level of overindulgence too. That keeps you content with this person. Ooh, I'm hearing that you might have to drink to do it with them. What? Yeah. That's just a sidebar. But this person, they make you see two sides to yourself, okay? There's two sides to yourself that you have to you have to have in order to deal with this person. Like, you may be a completely different person with your friends and family than you are with this individual, and it's become a way of coping. But you want them to be your wish fulfillment. They do make you happy in certain aspects. It's just certain things that you want them to work on more, and that's been greatly affecting the level of communication. Okay. So going forward, we got the Two of Cups, which is good news. You know, you got the Two of Cups in the upright in the future position. So that's speaking to union. That's speaking to understanding and the transfer of energy. Do you see how these two cups, they got these two like rainbows transmitting back and forth with one another? This is pretty much power between the two of you. This is you guys coming into alignment with being the power couple, loving on each other, having a great understanding, being opposites but still understanding each other's values. One person in this card is white and the other one is black. So it's like, that's to me understanding two different perspectives, two different ways of life. So maybe they have to come into the idea that you are a romantic person, or figuring out you guys' love languages. That may be a big one too. You and your partner have to figure out your love language. How do you express yourself? Do you like giving gifts, or do you like physical touch? Do you like words of affirmation? Do you like to be praised in such a manner? You have to figure out what your love language is in order to continue feeding one another positively. And that's what this Two of Cups is speaking of as well. When you love someone, you have to have a willingness to understand them and compromise in order to, if it's worth it to you, you compromise in order to have your partner happy. You know, you want to see them happy, so compromise. So you want them to know your love language, what things make you happy. Learn theirs as well. You know, you have to be the change that you want to see. So put forth the effort, and the effort will be returned. What's the Two of Cups? Give me one more card. Ace of Swords. Yeah, be truthful. Come into alignment with what it is that you need to do. Both of you need to be truthful with one another. And y'all need to do it fast. The Eight of Wands. Your communication, if y'all are not communicating with each other, both of you, it is necessary to come into alignment. Come into a higher power. Sit aside ego. Okay, this is if you notice the positioning of the light on here, it's like at the top of her brain, like it's in the crown. So that speaks to enlightenment with you guys too. Operating not in ego, but rather operating in a manner that you know and understand what other, like, you understand the perspective of another individual. This is for you and your person. These are things that you and your person need to both do. Come into a level of understanding about each other so that y'all can communicate better. Y'all have had a lot of swords in this reading. So there's been a level of difficulty in regards to communication because of finances. It could be because of finances, and it could be because your partner works too damn much. Your partner may have a reason why they're doing that, you know, as well. They have a goal. They have intentions behind the reason why they're working so much, or why they may be away, or may seem distracted, or not as open to being romantic or taking you out on dates. There's a reason. It's just necessary for y'all, for you and your person, to have a conversation. Swords speak to communication too. So y'all need to have a conversation as soon as possible. Then the Knight of Cups is on the bottom. Your person probably wants to speak to you, come back and love on you or whatever, but y'all probably in a state of giving each other the cold shoulder. So moving forward, just try to show each other a little love. Hell, if y'all not talking right now, a simple, hey, how was your day, will spark an entirely new conversation with y'all, so that y'all can get to the root of the goddamn problem. Because there's no need to be walking around in silence. Like, who wants to be walking around giving their partner the cold shoulder? Nobody. It's not fun. Yeah, Three of Swords in reverse. If this person cheated, if you found out about a third-party situation, a potential third-party situation, if you're going to stay with them, and then the Lovers on the bottom. Oh, Lord. If you're going to stay with them, you better let it go. If you're not going to stay with them, let it the fuck go and move on. That's what I got to say about that Three of Swords in reverse. If there's been heartbreak before, if somebody fucking left with somebody else, whatever the case may be, if we all operate in free will. So if you are staying with them, Libra, then it's your responsibility to deal with the shadow work that's going to come with having to deal with this third party situation. This could also be speaking that just a side note, if that's not the case, this could also be speaking to a future third-party situation, Libra, that you may find out about, okay? Nah, that's not for everybody, but for some of you may find out about a third-party situation, and that may be the conflict where you're feeling that way too. You may be feeling like this person is cheating on you, overindulging, doing some bullshit, and you may be just trying to hold out to see where it goes. But either way, you need to be truthful with yourself. Again, that's not for everyone. Overall, Libra, whatever heartbreak that you've had to deal with thus far, from the communication or the difficulties or the silent treatment that you both are giving each other, pick and choose. That's what it's time to do. It's time to make a choice. Yep, it's time to make a choice. This is the Strength card, okay? There are two sides to you. There's the woman and there's the animal. Or there's the man and there's the animal. All right? Either way it goes, both of those are internal. You should know yourself. You should know your desires. You should know where it is that you want to go next and how you want to go about leading this relationship. And the same should speak for your partner. So it's time for both of you to stand tall in what it is that you want. And be expressive about that and be adamant about creating that for your relationship. All right, so I'm going to go into the Oracle. This will be your final card. Thank you if you decided to stay for the entire reading. I appreciate you. Please like, share, and subscribe if it resonates with you, Libra. And please be sure to tune in next time, okay? So, give me one final message. Give me one more message. Angels and ancestors for my Libra in love. One more message for my Libra in love. Oh. Seer. Okay. That's a really good one. I like that. Okay, let's see. She looks cool. First of all, come through, Seer. Okay, she's doing some mirror magic right there. I forgot what this is called when they look into the crystal ball. There's a scientific term for that. I forgot what it is. But this Seer card is really just showing me, yeah, it says see beyond your current situation. So it's looking into the future. It's seeing the potential in the situation or seeing the potential in the relationship. Libra, I feel like you have a tendency to just be like, fuck this shit. I don't want to deal, you know? But at the same time, I feel like it could be off of the smallest things or the smallest inconveniences. And it's time to grow up, you know? Now, again, if this was a situation where you dealt with heartbreak, I didn't get the Three of Swords or any sort of indicative third-party situation kind of thing from this reading about your person. However, with this Three of Swords, again, it could speak to a future third-party situation. So, if you're going to stay after finding out, if you found out your person cheated on you or what have you, and you decide to stay, again, it's necessary to take whatever steps is necessary for you to get past that if you decide to stay in that relationship. Okay? Overall, you have to think in your highest self. You have to use your own, level of interpretation, and dignity. Okay, be dignified in your decision making. Don't just be doing shit just for the sake of other people or trying to keep other people comfortable. Be dignified in your decision making. All right, so the seer, it says, look beyond your current situation, raise your vibration, and focus on love. Mm. Clairvoyance. Now, clairvoyance, I think clairvoyance is when someone is receiving messages like in multiple ways. So it's paying attention to the synchronicities and numbers. You may have dreams, you may have visions. That's what clairvoyance is, okay? Clairvoyance isn't just about predicting the future, it's about being able to see clearly enough to create your best future. You are being encouraged by your ancestral guides and angels to see beyond what you think is happening now. Don't allow your ego or doubts to play games with you. Instead of seeing yourself as stuck or lost, know you're in an energetic holding space while the universe excuse me. Instead of seeing yourself as stuck or lost, know you're in an energetic holding space while the universe recalibrates a path that is more favorable for you. Angels of light are upgrading your energy so your experiences can be more enjoyable. You are moving towards something extremely uplifting and enlightening. So stay calm and keep your eyes on the prize. Ooh, and look at look at the focus in her eyes in the strength card too. That was perfect. All right, Libra, that was your mid-month love reading. If it resonated with you, again, please like, share, and subscribe. Be safe. I love you guys. Peace.